Okay, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Naririnig po ba?
Opo, palakas lang po.
Okay. Maraming salamat. So ngayon po, tayo po ay mag-aaral muli ng salita ng Diyos mula sa devotional book na God's Amazing Grace. It's very ano tayo ngayon? Very age. Ang ating pong tagapagsalita ay pangunahan ni Brother Jeff Dua. Diba kaya tayo po ay dako sa opening song and opening prayer po ng ating pong Sumatin list. Bigay po natin ang pagkakataon sa opening prayer natin kay Sister Victoria Kasigsid. And then, mapapakinggan na po natin si Brother Jeffrey sa kanyang pangunguna sa ating pag-aaral sa hapong ito. And then, insight, kung mayroon pong mga karagdagan ng mga kapatid natin na kasama sa Zoom, closing song and closing prayer by our speaker. So ngayon tayo po ay mag-aawitan ng ating pangbukas na awitan.
Tayo po ay manikluhod para po sa ating panalangin. Walang hanggang Diyos, amang banal ang tahanan mo'y nasa mga langit. Sa oras na ito, Ama, amin pong ibinabalik ang papuri at pasasalamat sa inyo sa lahat ng mga pagpapala na inyong ipinagkaloob sa bawat isa sa amin na naririto at sa kinakatawan sa aming mga pamilya na kinakatawan namin na naririto. At sa oras na ito, Ama, sa panahon ng aming pag-aaral na muli ng iyong mga banal na salita, amin pong isinasamo sa iyo na nawa po ay ang iyong banal na espiritu ang aming makasama, siyang manguna sa bawat isa sa amin at siyang magbukas ng aming mga isipan upang aming lubos na maunawaan ang iyong mga banal na salitang ito. At kami po ay sumasamo na pagkalooban mo po ang bawat isa sa amin ng makalangit na karunungan upang ang iyong mga salita ay amin pong malalim na maitanim sa aming puso't isipan at aming maisakabuhayan, at ito nawa ang maging daan upang ang aming mga likas ay mabago tungo sa likas ng aming Panginoong Hesus. Kami po ay nagpapasalamat din po, Ama, na nagkasama-sama kami muli sa oras na ito, ng aming mga kapatiran sa iba't ibang dako, at naway ang bawat isa sa amin ay yung puspusin ng iyong banal na Espiritu. Kami po ay humihingi ng kapatawaran saan man po kami nasumpungan, nagkulang at nagkasala. Naway linisin mo po ang bawat isa sa amin sa lahat ng aming mga karumihan, upang ang bawat isa sa amin ay maging karapat-dapat sa aming pagharap sa iyo sa oras na ito. Kami po ay nananampalataya, Ama, na ang lahat ng aming mga dalangin ay dumating sa inyong luklukan ng awa. Kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong pagtugon sa lahat ng aming mga dalangin. Ang lahat pong ito ay aming hinihiling, alang-alang pong lahat sa banal na pangalan ng aming Panginoong Jesucristo. Amen.
Salamat. So ngayon po, tayo po ay pakinig ng tayo ng Panginoon sa tungo ng Brother Jeffrey. Tawagin na po natin mga ating speaker.
Hey. Good evening, everyone, and blessed day, everyone. It's my privilege that we can talk about this devotional. It's in God's Amazing Grace, April 8th. Beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Luke 12:1. So this verse speak to all. Excuse me, sorry. Did I do something? Excuse me, Paul. Some technical difficulties. Yes. So this verse speak to all people of God, warning about the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. And for the first paragraph, the hypocrisy of the Pharisees was the product of self-seeking. The glorification of themselves was the object of their lives. Even the disciples, though outwardly they had left all for Jesus' sake, had not in heart ceased to seek great things for themselves. As leaven, if left to complete its work, will cause corruption and decay. So does the self-seeking spirit cherish the work, the defilement and ruin of the soul. Among the followers of our Lord today, as of old, how widespread is this subtle, deceptive sin? How often our service to Christ, our communion with one another, is marred by the secret desire to exalt self. To his own disciples, the warning words of Christ are spoken: take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees. Only the power of God can banish self-seeking and hypocrisy. So it plainly stated that the spirit of self-seeking is commonly seen among professed God's people. So Pharisees and even the disciples of Jesus, who had a close communion with Christ, and they outwardly left all of they have for Christ's sake, but in their heart they are still seeking for personal gain, and so it is so this is true for now also, that among us we are professed people of God, and we may be outwardly we already left the world, we left our luxury life, or life of wealth. We left all for Christ's sake, and we profess to work for Him, but deep word in our hearts, maybe we are still seeking for personal gain. And it is subtle and deceptive. It is very hard to notice by the others, and sometimes even by the person himself. It is so easy that one can be convinced that his actions is for goodness of God. But in fact, maybe he is merely executing his own way of serving God, seeking sense of self-accomplishment or praises of people, approval of their brethren, and thus in fact it is an act of seeking self. So these so-called good deeds are merely a selfish act and is therefore called hypocrisy. And the secret desire to exalt self can be found in so many workers of God, striving for power, a position in the church, or authority in their place, approval and praises of their fellow men, boasting of our own good deeds, and maybe sometimes just casually mentioning what we did for the Lord today when we speak, or sharing or posting on social media of our good deeds. But remember, the Lord said, "But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thy alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly." Matthew 6:3-4. So, although not all hypocrisy can be easily seen or discerned by men, or by ourselves, maybe we cannot discern because we will not judge and we cannot see the true hearts of the people, of our fellow men, and even of ourselves sometimes. But God knows the hearts of all men, and if there is any taint of self that is left in our soul, then this will disqualify us to enter the kingdom of God. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. 1 Samuel 16:7. Therefore, the scripture called us to examine our heart. And so let it be a heart that is poor and humble, but pure and true. For Psalms 34:18 said, "The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit." We should also be careful of giving praises to our brethren, our fellow men also, lest it becomes a stumbling block to them and gratifying or cultivating the spirit of self-seeking. The next paragraph: "When Judas joined the disciples, he was not insensible to the beauty of the character of Christ. He felt the influence of that divine power which was drawing souls to the Savior. The Savior read the heart of Judas. He knew the depths of iniquity to which, unless delivered by the grace of God, Judas would sink. In connecting this man with himself, he placed him where he might day by day be brought in contact with the outflowing of his own unselfish love. If he would open his heart to Christ, divine grace would banish the demon of selfishness, and even Judas might become a subject of the kingdom of God." So when we read this, we should read it with much praises and comfort, because in the example of Judas, we can see that Christ, our Savior, did not give up on Judas ever, and he did all that he could to save him. We are all as wicked as Judas, and not any better, and God is willing and able to save him and us. So the same, we are also ought to have the same character. We also ought to have the same patience and long suffering for our brethren also, seeing that God is suffering us, and so this is the character of God. So Christ placed Judas where he might day by day be brought in contact with the outflowing of his own unselfish love, and so we can see here, this is the way of God in drawing sinners and drawing souls to Himself. It is to show them His unselfish love. And so, for us, in our part, to be a Christian, we are also ought to be an instrument for God in our earthen vessels, that He might dwell in us, and that He might be able to do the same to our surrounding through us, because it is the love of Christ that is the only power that can soften the heart and lead to obedience. And so, to do so, we must empty ourselves and let the Savior dwell in us, that He might be able to, just as He is manifesting the character of God to Judas, and He will, through us, that He is able to manifest Himself to our surrounding. And this is the only way, and we can see that this is the work of God Himself that is drawing sinners to Himself, and we are merely just an instrument that we can be used by Him if we empty ourselves for Him to use. So how does one empty oneself to be used by God? Or how do we truly uproot selfishness? We continue to read. No one was so exalted as Christ, and yet He stooped to the humblest duty. Christ Himself set the example of humility. He would not leave this great subject in man's charge. Of so much consequence did He regard it, that He Himself, one equal with God, acted as servants to His disciples. While they were contending for the highest place, He to whom every knee should bow, He whom the angels of glory count it honor to serve, bowed down to wash the feet of those who called Him Lord. He washed the feet of His betrayer. His whole life was under a law of service. He served all, ministered to all, thus He lived the law of God, and by His example showed how we are to obey it. So Christ humbled Himself to serve all men, washing even the feet of His betrayer. And thus this is the thing that we need to meditate and to think of. This is manifesting the character of Him. We can see that His life is in perfect harmony with the law of God, and so the fullness of the divine character can be seen in Him. And this is the love of Christ and the character of God. And we also ought to empty ourselves and become the vessel for Him to manifest Himself perfectly in bringing these holy influences to others. And the key here is for all men to behold Christ in order to truly remove self. All men must behold Him, the spotless example, the one that is the Prince of heaven. But yet He bowed down to wash the feet of men. He came and died for men. That when we behold this, the love of God, then we might be truly convicted of our sin, of our pride. So therefore, beholding Christ is the way to uproot selfishness. And for those who overcome self, such will become an instrument of God that He can use to truly bring glory to Himself, which is not by our own way of serving God, but He will be the one to do it and manifest Himself through us. So the question to all believers and workers of God, of our fellow men, of ourselves is, have we truly uprooted our selfishness? And remember that the Savior is always near to all men, and He is sufficient to remove the last bit of self in us. So we should examine our hearts in our secret prayers to God. And remember that in Psalms 34:18, the Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit, not a proud spirit. So if we will come to God humbly asking for His forgiveness and with a broken heart, And we see that our righteousness is as filthy rag. And we don't see that we can do anything for him unless he is the one that is doing unless he is the one that is doing this through us. Then we cannot have this conscious spirit. So we must but if we will come to him with a conscious spirit, then the Lord will hear our prayers. And so this devotional is all about God's warning for his people of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy, and calling us to behold Jesus, to uproot our selfishness so that we can be saved. So this is calling us to, this is an instruction for all people of God, and because it's plainly stated that many professed people, even the disciples of Jesus, will have this self-seeking spirit. So we ought not to think that we are free of it. Every man has pride, but it can be cleansed, and the only way to do it is to behold Jesus, this perfect example. This is for us to meditate daily of his example of humility. We have to sympathize, even though we are not the Prince of Heaven, but we can sympathize and imagine that having the Prince of Heaven coming to bow down to us, to wash the feet of men. So by constantly meditating on subject and matters like this, we are beholding Christ, and in this, this will have a power. This is going to bring us into humble and to really reflect on our own self. So may God bless and work in all of us in attaining perfection in our Christian walk, and find us acceptable to enter the gates of his kingdom. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, ito po yung ating komunidad. Nakita natin dito yung warning sa atin ng Panginoon. Sabi niya sa atin, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, is hypocrisy. So, ito po yung pagpapakunwari. Iniwan nila, naging tanyag sila. Sila ay willing sa Diyos. Nasa mga templo, sila ay ginagalang, nanalangin sila ng patayo. Sila ay sumusunod sa kautusan ni Moses. Sumusunod sila ng ingat sa utos na panlabas na inyo. Pero kagaya po ni Judas at yung kalagayan ng mga alagad ng una, sila po ay pakita lamang ng kabanalan panlabas. Kanilang panloob ay hindi nila nasusunod sa nanay ng Diyos sa kanila. Sabi natin, mag-ingat tayo sa ibadurang ito. Okay. Okay na? Okay na yung boses? Okay. Christ has given us warning against the hypocrisy, against the leaven of the Pharisee, which is hypocrisy. And our devotional, Christ has given us the example of binigyan tayo ng halimbawa upang maglingkod at hindi tayo yung paglilingkuran. Katulad na lamang ng kanyang ginawa sa mga apostol, sa kanyang paghugas ng paa sa alagad na alam niyang magbibitray sa kanya. Binigyan niya tayo ng magandang halimbawa upang sundin ito. So, pinapakita sa atin na hindi sa pamamagitan ng palagi tayong pumapasok sa simbahan at tayo po ay matatawag na banal, kundi sa pamamagitan ng pagsunod. Ang sabi ni Ezekiel na pagdating ng panahon, ang kautusan ng Diyos ay hindi na sa panlabas, kundi sulat na ng Diyos sa mga puso natin, sa pusong laman. Sa Ezekiel, sa 11:19 and sa 36 verse 26, at binabanggit po ito sa atin ng Panginoon nung siya po ay pumarito sa lupa. Ang sabi niya doon, isusulat ko ang aking kautusan sa kanilang puso upang kanilang masunod at aking ikikintal sa kanilang mga pag-iisip. Sa Hebrews 8, at sinasabi sa atin na tayo po ay susunod hindi sa panlabas kundi sa panloob. Kung paano yung naging buhay ni Kristo, kung paano siya namuhay sa atin dito sa lupa, kung paano niya ginawa yung pagserbisyo sa mga tao, bagaman siya yung hari na nagmula sa langit, ay ginawa niya yun. Ganon din po yung halimbawa na kailangan natin sundin. So, sino pa po ang mayroong karagdagan sa atin pong pag-aral? Sister Daniela, Sister Victoria, atin pong mga kapatid sa Tumpa Church. Baka meron po kayong karagdagan. Wala po tayong oras.
Yes, magandang gabi, Brother Frank. The lesson for this evening is mostly how Christ treated Judas and about selfishness. So, ang pinakita dito, na kahit gaano pa kasama, alam na ni Kristo ano ugali ni Judas, di ba? Pero pinagsilbihan pa rin niya. Sometimes sa atin, mga tao, nauuna sa atin yung prejudice na ayaw na nating makisalamuha, ayaw na nating makausap, ayaw nating makita yung mga tao na pinag-iisipan natin na hindi maganda. Whereas, ang ipinakita ng example ni Christ is pagsisilbi kahit pa sa taong nagkanulo sa Kanya. So, the application of love to thy enemies is very important kasi it nagpapakita ito na we need to overcome our own personal prejudices na anyone in need, kahit pa yan yung nang-away sa'yo, pero pag may kailangan siya, ay dapat mo siyang tulungan kung may pwede kang itulong. So, para ma-root out natin yung selfishness, mahirap yung principle na love your enemies. Do good to them that curse you. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that persecute you. So, hindi siya madali. So, without the Spirit of Christ, we cannot do it. So, we need to pray and submit our will to God kasi hindi madaling i-overcome ang ugali na yun. Dahil self-preservation, yung pride mo yung tinatamaan. Pero pagdating sa usapin ng spiritual matters, walang sinisino. Basta ang tao ay nangangailangan ng tulong, kailangan natin siyang tulungan kung meron tayong maitulong. Yun lamang at magandang gabi.
Maraming pong salamat, Brother Ray. Tunay nga na ang ating Panginoon ay siyang ating limbawa. At alam ng Panginoon na kayang-kaya natin itong sunod. Pagkat ang Panginoon ay sumot din ng katulad sa ating na katawan na mahina pagdating sa kasalanan. At sa pamamagitan ng ginawa ng Panginoon, hindi tayo pwedeng magdahilan na hindi natin kaya yung paggawa ng mabuti. ating kapwa, lalo't higit sa hindi natin kasundo o sa nag-away sa atin. Kasi likas sa atin bilang tao na kapag inaway tayo o kapag tayo ay ginawa ng masama, ay gagawa na ng masama. Pero sabi ni Kristo sa kanyang buhay na tayo ay iibig sa ating kaaway, panalangin ang ayaw sumampalataya. Ito yung example na kinakailangan natin gawin. Ito po yung pumapatungkol sa ating pong pamagat na at ng ating pag-aaral ay to uproot selfishness, para tanggalin yung pagiging makasarili sa atin. Mahirap pero kailangan natin gawin. Dahil ito yung kalooban ng Diyos. Sino pa po, mga kapatid? So, kung wala na po, malinaw naman na atin pong nakita dito na kailangan nating tanggalin yung pagiging makasarili. At binigyan tayo ng Panginoon ng isang halimbawa na sundin natin. So, magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Sana po naging malinaw sa atin yung ating pong pag-aaral. So ngayon tayo po ay dako sa ating pong closing song and closing prayer po ng ating speaker.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for joining with us in this devotional worship time, in this hour of worship, and you bless us with the message from above. Heavenly Father, thank you so much, and we want to ask that you can teach us and give us wisdom more when we meditate on the lesson of today, and as we behold Christ, our perfect example, that we can see that he loved all men and he loved even the enemies, and this may be something hard for us to do sometimes, but we know that this is because we have pride ourselves in us, and also in our work and labor for you, there may be times that the spirit of self-seeking may be working. So in this, Father, we pray that you can help us to examine our hearts, and that if there is any taint or bit of self that is remained in our soul, we pray that by beholding Christ, by close communion with you, that it can be removed, that the selfishness can be uprooted. So Heavenly Father, thank you so much that you have provided all the means for us, for the humanity, to be healed wholly, spiritually. especially, and thank you for sending your son to make this perfect example for us, that we can daily learn of him. Thank you so much, Father. Thank you for your amazing grace. So in this, we continue to pray for the congregation, for everyone, that you can be daily guidance of us, and to help us that we may have a heart that we delight to do your law, your will. Thank you, Father. Please bless us and guide us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Okay, maraming salamat muli, Brother Jeffrey, sa inyo pong panguna sa ating pong pag-aaral ng ating pong devotional sa hapon ito. At sa ating pong mga kapatid na nag-participate, kasama natin sa Zoom at sa Facebook Live. Gandang gabi po. At sana po ay marami tayong nakuhang aral patungkol po sa pagtanggal sa ating mga sarili ng pagiging makasarili. At tayo po ay patuloy na tumingin kay Kristo. So ngayon, tayo po ay mag-invite ng sa ating pong devotional tomorrow, alas 5 po ng umaga, at sa hapon naman po ay sa parehong oras, alas 6 po hanggang alas 7 ng gabi. So, magandang gabi po, and God bless po natin lahat.